Let's welcome in primetime himself, the star of the 30 for 30 film, Deion's Double Play. In fact, of course, he's named after him, Deion Sanders. So good to have you with us, my friend.
It's good to be here.
I found this very interesting. You defined yourself as you talked in this film, and you've said this in the past. In football, you considered yourself primetime. In baseball, you considered yourself Deion. What was the difference to you?
Because I was just all right. Football, I was a dog. Football, I was that dude. Football, I was the best thing since peanut butter and jelly. Baseball, I was all right. I was trying to find my way, make my way, and work my butt off to even just be average. So I understood the two dynamics and the difference of the two. So I never tried to confuse them, and I never wanted them to be confused. I've never even signed primetime on a baseball. I would never do such a thing. I would never demean the game that way because I had too much respect for the game. And I came up under the Ricky Hendersons, the Claudette Washingtons, the Dave Winfields, and these guys schooled me, man. They taught me. They set me on a chair inside the clubhouse, and they took me to school.
What was the toughest thing for you about that 24-hour period of trying to play baseball, football in the same day? What was the toughest thing you remember?
Participating in 2 games was nothing. I've been doing that since high school, so that wasn't tough at all. Just the ignorance thereof and the misconception of I'm trying to do this just for me, when I didn't need to do it for me. Me was cool at the time. You know, me was making a lot of money at the time. I didn't need to do it for that.
You know, you talk about the ignorance. You bring up something that always occurred to me about this situation. I remember back to that time, it seemed like all the talk in baseball was, there's this guy, he's selfish, he's trying to do for him. You didn't hear the same thing in football. You heard a little bit, it seemed like more support from the team. What did you make of that difference, or was that a difference that you felt?
Well, it wasn't coming from my teammates. My teammates in baseball, you could see when you see this piece and I'm leaving to go catch the plane, I'm dapping up my baseball teammates and they're happy. They're like, hey, you better ball because if you don't, we're going to be on your butt. I mean, so they were happy and elated for me to just go help my other teammates because they knew how much the game of football meant to me. And they knew contractually I was a football player. We were in October. My contract was over July the 31st and I'm still helping the Atlanta Braves, yet and still you have management and people on the commentators calling me selfish. And here we are in October. That's what we can fathom. That's what my team and my people can understand. And it got very exhausting emotionally to understand how in the world can I be selfish and I'm here to help you. Okay. It was the playoffs. And the thing about the playoffs, I wasn't even playing. I was getting in the pinch hit in the 9th. It wasn't like I was starting. I was contributing immensely. I'm here to really jump up off the bench, pinch run from you, steal a bag, come pinch hit in the 8th or 9th inning and help you attain getting to the World Series. Understand, when the World Series came, it was no dilemma. It was nothing. I missed the game against the 49ers in the World Series. No one applauded me for that. You know, you never heard that. You never heard that whatsoever. We're talking about the playoffs, man.
Why do you think those people were calling you selfish?
It wasn't so many people. It wasn't so many people. It was just a couple people. Okay. It was just the commentators of that game and a general manager steaming his friendship and relationship to villainize me. So there was a number of couple people, and that still to this day, it troubles me some that that's why, man, I take my job very seriously with NFL Network and what I say on air, because I never allow it to be personal. And some of those things were personal. It wasn't professional, because if it was professional, you'd have done your homework and say, well, his contract is over July the 31st. He's over here helping y'all. So how can he be selfish when he don't even have a contract to be over here?
Physically, mentally, did you feel challenges? I understand at one point you had an IV after the game. What kind of challenges did you feel physically and mentally?
I got an IV because I just wanted to be my best, and I wanted to get back and give the Braves my best. Mentally and emotionally, I felt challenging. I felt challenged because, you know, it's like you giving so much, man. You giving so much and you doing so much, and they don't appreciate it. So it was one point I wanted to tell that pilot, hey, man, take that left and let's go to Atlanta, drop me off. I'm good. I ain't getting ready to go fly back in and help these guys. First of all, I know they ain't going to play me. It ain't no way I'm getting back in the game. They're not going to play me at all. So I know that's not even on the table. And why am I doing this? And I'm helping you. That's what really upset my team. I'm over here doing something to help the city and to help this club for forfeiting my real actual contract that I have with the Atlanta Falcons, where I'm supposed to be at practice, to be at games, to be there on a daily basis, but I'm forfeiting that.
So let me ask you this. Do you think that what you did back then, over 26 years ago, trying to play 2 major sports in one day, do you think that could be done today?
Yes, it will. And it could not be misconstrued because now you have social media. You have the power that's in the hands of the athletes that they could allow you to know every step that's taken, every moment. Yes, I truly think so. First of all, I feel like some of these athletes today are so much better, so much more equipped, so much more prepared for the rigors of what these games brings to you. And they can do it, man. I mean, the physical attributes of some of these guys are phenomenal. I just wish they had the cojones to do it and quit letting people tell them what they cannot do and what they can't do, especially the people that never done such a thing in their life or even fathom to.
Well, you did it with such flair. I have to say it is a seminal moment in history, and I cannot wait to see the film. So good to talk to you, my friend.
You too, man. You keep up the good work. I'm watching you, man. You keep up the good work.
Thank you. Thank you.